Who is it?
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some super scary clips that are starting to freak the internet out. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content just like this. After recently moving to a new home, TikTok user Chubby Gooby began to experience some strange things. Objects began to move unaided, taps would turn themselves on, and there was just a general unsettling vibe that filled the house. It wasn't long before home security cameras captured some of the bizarre activity. In this first clip, captured in early June 2022, we can see the homeowner watching some TV, when suddenly something weird happens. Watch.
Hello?
Watching that again, an object falls off a shelf.
What just happened? What just happened?
The OP notes that her cat got up just seconds before the object fell, almost as if it knew something was off.
What just happened? What just happened?
On June 19th, more eerie footage was captured, this time in the bedroom. Take a look. The footage is sped up, but you can see that the door opens and closes seemingly all by itself. Then this happens. The washing basket slowly moves towards the bed. Then something falls off the fireplace as the washing basket moves further towards the bed. Spooked by the event, the homeowners initially tried to rationally explain the bizarre footage. First, they thought perhaps an earthquake had vibrated the washing basket across the room. The couple even tried testing the angle of the floor with water to see if there was a slant that could explain the movement. It wasn't long before their minds drifted into the realms of the paranormal for an explanation. According to a comment made by the OP, they're looking for a medium to help with the situation. They've also pleaded to their followers on TikTok for help and guidance through this bizarre set of events. Naturally, a lot of viewers said that they should have their house blessed by a priest immediately, with some genuinely worried for the couple's safety. This is an ongoing story and one that we'll continue to keep our eye on, so for now these eerie happenings will have to remain a mystery. This next piece of creepy footage was shared to TikTok by TikTok Paranormal, but its origins are unknown. The clip begins with a contractor doing some work in a newly renovated house. He's alone, but suspects there may be a squatter somewhere in the building as he keeps hearing noises.
Anybody here?
He explores the house, calling out to see if there's anyone there.
Hello?
That's when a door seems to move by itself.
Hello?
He looks in the room, but there's nothing there. Then suddenly, this happens.
Who is it?
Watching that again, as the contractor calls down into the basement, the lights flicker on and off, and we can hear something rattle.
Who is it?
Something scares the man so much that he drops his phone and runs away. We're then left with the view of the phone that's been left behind. Take a look at what happens next. Something appears to move the phone. Eventually, the man returns to get his phone. The clip then ends shortly thereafter, and we're left wondering what it is we just witnessed. No one seems to know if the camera holder actually saw something in the basement or not, but a lot of viewers are calling this a genuine poltergeist haunting. The fact that the man dropped his phone and ran lends some credibility to this encounter, with a lot of comments adding that he seemed genuinely scared.
Who is it?
The clip has since gone viral, racking up more than 6 million views at the time of writing. With literally thousands of comments, it seems no one can quite explain this eerie encounter. User Horror Talk has shared a clip that's left a lot of TikTok users confused and a little frightened. Take a look.
And as you can see, there's obviously a really very clear planet that is right north of the sun.
As you can see, there's a mysterious orb of light just above the sun.
Clear planet that is right north of the sun.
The camera holder then shows the moon in the sky in the opposite direction.
And wow, I would love to say it was the moon, but since the moon happens to be right here on the opposite side, there's no way it is.
The uploader suggests that this might be a glitch in the simulation, with an error accidentally showing an additional sun.
Oh, just look at that planet just beaming and shining right now. Somebody tell me what it is. Thank you.
Some commenters joked that we're living on Tatooine, the famous sandy planet from the Star Wars universe that has 2 suns.
Since we all have been taught in school that Mercury and Venus do not show up, oh, just look at that planet just beaming and shining right now.
While this footage is definitely mysterious, there might be a logical explanation. It's called a sundog. This is an atmospheric optical illusion caused by ice crystals refracting sunlight. The result is a bright spot on one or both sides of the sun. So while there is a perfectly sound explanation for this footage, it would certainly be strange to see in person.
That is right north of the sun. And wow, I would love to say it was the moon, but since the moon happens to be right here on the opposite side, there's no way it is. Oh, just look at that planet just beaming and shining right now. Somebody tell me what it is. Thank you.
This eerie little clip was shared to TikTok by user Razor Tails. The OP says that her mum gave her stuffed teddy bear to them when they moved out of home. She's always been fond of it, but recently she noticed eerie things happening. They claim that the bear, on occasion, will move on its own. In this clip, the title claims that the bear will only move when she leaves the room. Take a look at what happens. As you can see, the bear begins to move. This clip went viral, and after it racked up millions of views, thousands of commenters were freaked out by the sighting. Some called for the toy to be burned or for a priest to splash it with holy water. However, a lot of people noticed a telling detail that reduces the creep factor significantly. At the 9-second mark, just before the bear moves, there's a distinct cut in the shot. The lighting changes and something on the right-hand side of the bed seems to move. So it would seem this is a fake yet fun little bit of footage for TikTokers to thumb over late at night. Before we take a look at an eerie sighting on an old Royal Navy warship, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be notified every time we drop our scary and creepy videos. Personal trainer and part-time ghost hunter Tony Ferguson, whose footage we've featured before, claims he spotted an eerie spectre on an old Royal Navy warship. In March 2018, Ferguson was investigating the HMS Victory when he felt like someone was watching him from the shadows. He claims he couldn't see anything in person but felt like he should film the area to try and catch some evidence. When he reviewed his footage, he was stunned at what he saw. Take a look at the clip. At a little after 8 PM, the camera shows a figure of a person walking in the distance. Ferguson claims it's the spirit of Admiral Nelson's wife, Frances Fanny Nelson. He notes that the sighting took place in the upper chamber, an area restricted to high-ranking officers. This is where Admiral Nelson and his wife would have spent a significant amount of time together. The HMS Victory first set sail in 1765 and played a significant role at the Battle of Trafalgar on the 21st of October, 1805. The 104-gun warship has had several captains over its lifespan before it was relegated to the dry docks in Portsmouth, England in 1922. Since then, it's served as a naval museum of sorts, but is still technically part of the Royal Navy and is the world's oldest naval ship still in commission. Over the years, visitors and Navy personnel have claimed to have seen ghostly figures on board the ship. Often, it's just a shadowy presence out the corner of an eye, but when they go to have a proper look, there's nothing ever there. Tony Ferguson claims he's always had a knack for spiritual encounters and says his granddad was haunted by a presence his whole life. He believes supernatural entities may be drawn to him, and that's why he was able to capture the sighting on board HMS Victory. So given its long and storied past, it certainly does make you wonder whether some kind of residual energy may be lingering on board this old Navy war vessel. Perhaps the trauma of war has left its mark for eternity. If you can't get enough of the old slap cam, then don't worry, we've got you covered. Check out that link on the top there for some more scary videos. Otherwise, there's a massive paranormal playlist there. Will keep you entertained for hours and hours. Hit that thumbs up button or leave us a comment down below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time. Peace.